But tonight is fun. We have kids here for a purpose. We're going to talk about some neat things. We'll probably see some fun photos. And maybe even be excited about what God is doing around our world in eye care. I hope so. For me personally, I think I was a resident when I first came to a COS meeting. And I have been inspired by what I've heard and seen from this type of a stage on a Saturday night. As a resident and a fellow and a young practitioner, there's so many amazing people who come through here. COS, as we continue to think about the longevity of this society, coming up on 50 years, COS has always had as part of its heart and soul missions, which means focusing on unreached groups for eye care and unreached groups for the gospel, serving those who are most in need of both of those two things. And we've had a wonderful opportunity to hear from people who have personally gone, who have funded people who have gone individually, who have just pondered and thought, big picture, how to get the word and get equipment and people out there. And COS have been innovators in how to do that. We're going to talk about missions in the context of what COS has adopted as its initiative, a specific program called Foster Missionary, which was an attempt to coordinate all of that enthusiasm and all of that excitement about finding unreached people, underserved areas, and how to present eye care in the context of the gospel. About 4 years ago, Nathan Henson, who was on the board, his brainchild was bringing us together as a society to have a common goal, a common fund, a common purpose to get behind someone we already know who is out there doing good work, who just may need some help, may need a push, may need a God-sized push in the right direction to continue with the good work that they are doing. So 4 years ago, our first recipient for Foster Missionary was Wendy Hoffman, who's been here with us this week. And she was already there in Gabon with her family, performing eye care, surgery, teaching residents on some pretty antiquated equipment and doing her very best. And COS, I was not on the board at that time, COS in general saw that need and decided to choose Wendy as the first recipient for the Foster Missionary Program. We had a list of equipment we were trying to reach, and good equipment costs money. So we asked for donations, and it was a new idea. We PR'd that, and at the end of the first year, we said, that's good, but not good enough. And Nathan came back again another year and asked for us really to continue to think about what this means to come together. And after 2 years of time, the eye clinic in Gabon with Wendy there had a new operating microscope, had a new visual field, had retinal lasers, had some OR beds and exam chairs. This was also during the time going through and coming out of COVID where the actual facility was struggling financially just to keep its doors open. And all of that work that Wendy had done up until that time was at risk of going under. And so the COS actually came under the facility itself and kept it afloat during that time. In Wendy's own words, God's timing is perfect. It was a great privilege to be part of COS. We as a group can rejoice in what was accomplished through that time. And Wendy is still a part of us, and we hope she'll come to us when other needs arise. But for that focused time and that focused effort, we accomplished a lot as a group. Her 2 years came up, and we had to find another person to support. Fortunately, there's many to choose from. And at that time, Dr. Jono Pons was chosen for his clinic and his work. And I think he'll share that it was also a time of need, and there was some good timing involved. And so we have two speakers tonight. Our first speaker is going to be Dr. Pons, who can reflect on the last 2 years of his support through COS. I look forward to hearing how he was blessed. Come on up.